Who are we this time? Oh, it's a new character. Are we halfway through the roster? Pretty much. It's him. It's him, alright. It's fucking Aoyama. Everyone's favorite character. And to be honest, he might actually be one of the best characters in the game. I'm not joking. He might genuinely be one of the best characters. Because this little boy... Does he have worse range? I think he does. He might have less range than people. Now, Aoyama's really good. He has a counter super that cannot be contested with. He might have piss poor range, actually, to balance that. Which is a bit of a problem. He has particularly bad range, actually. That will not do anything. That genuinely will not change anything. How did I dodge the kick? Am I too small? Oh, Yama might be too small to lose. He might be invincible. Oh, it's Inagaki, everyone's favorite character, and the next character who will be playing as after this little freak. I think I actually might have less range. It's him. It's Dampe, and he looks pissed. So, what can I say about Aoyama's character? Aoyama was introduced during the Juvie arc, which is like the first real arc. The first arc of the story is like the Joe is a dickhead arc. And then the second arc, or the first real arc, is Juvie. And it's surprisingly long as well. It's possibly the longest arc in the entire story. It's huge. That's where Aoyama is introduced about like partway through. I believe it's after the fight with Rikishi, where Joe uses the cross counter for the first time. I think is when that's when they fight. Aoyama is another convict, or whatever the term is. He's also at juvie, so he's also done something wrong. Dampe just finds him, and he's like, "Hey boy, you want to train with me?" And Aoyama's like, "Okay, okay." And it's really horrible. Dampe trains him up so that Joe will get jealous, and Joe even acknowledges it's been like, "I'm not jealous," but he's actually, I think, a little bit jealous, potentially. Or he mocked Aoyama or something. He's a bit mean to the guy. That does not last for long at all. They fight, and the whole fight is basically to show Joe, like, the defense is important. Make sure to defend yourself. They fight, and then that's it. Aoyama just disappears after that. I think he gets out on good behavior or something, which makes sense because he's so wholesome. He doesn't show up again until like the end of the show, when he's there to watch Joe fight Jose, which is pretty cool. I didn't mention that actually when I was talking about in the Rikishi 2 episode, when I was talking about all the reaction shots when Joe dies. I think Aoyama is in that. Aoyama and like the other convict people. Like, is it Wolf? Is it Wolf or Fox? The guy who appears in that one filler episode, I think it's episode 25 in the season 1. He's there. The weird skeleton-looking guy is also there. It's very weird. But no, Aoyama would be one who watches Joe die as well. He's got like really big circle glasses. Man. Kind of sucks how like fucking Baki got like a what happens next kind of thing. Which is like, what was it called? Revenge Tokyo? Fucking convict arc in Baki was shit. It was really, really bad. And yet we still got a massive ass epilogue on all these characters who we'll never see again. We don't care if we see them again, because the convicts were weak as fuck, even in their debut arc. They appeared to be strong, but only because they were beating up fucking regular humans and jobbers. And in the world of Baki, if you're a regular person, you're fucking shit. That's just how Baki is. Baki's a universe where world champions just become useless. Is it Yuri Tchaikovsky? Is it Yuri? What's his name? The welterweight boxer at the start of Baki, or Grappler Baki. Like, world-class boxer. I can't believe that fucked up. He's a champion boxer, like, in, what is it, multiple weight classes or something? But, like, so quickly he's made irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. The convicts come in, they fucking fight the people. They get a couple dubs, not really, and then they get beaten like 5 times by different characters before they eventually call it quits. Fucking Dorian. The Dorian fights Suedo. He fights. Is it Kato first? That's a cool scene, at least. He gets fucked up by Doppo. I can't pronounce the name properly. Doppo. Doppo. Kato scares him to submission. He comes in, blows up Doppo's face, and then gets what? Beaten up by Retsu? But it's like, what's the point? Doppo already beat this fucker. He already completely crushed Dorian. Why do we then have to see him continue to be alive? Only for him to be beaten again by Retsu. It's so shit. At least Spec. Spec fought Hanayama. Hanayama beat Spec, and that was it. Like, they knew what they were doing with him. Everyone else was like, nah, bro. Fucking Sikorsky gets manhandled by fucking every man in the entire world. Gets beaten by Baki. Almost gets fingered by Oliver at some point, I'm sure. I think that happens. He's going to be a moron as well at some point and fight Yujiro. And Yujiro could have just ripped him in half like a fucking piece of paper. What else? Baki has sex and then is potentially very easily capable of destroying Sikorsky and Yanagi in the world's dumbest scene ever. Sikorsky then ends up fighting Jack Hanma, who could have killed him easily, and then Gaia has to come in and finish him off. Like, what is the point? It is the dumbest, most stupid arc in the entire world. I think I mentioned this before, but bro, I loved Grappler Baki, but the fucking rest of the story is so bad. It's such a terribly written story. Baki. Grappler Baki was so good. It wasn't like peak or anything, but it had like real heart and shit in it. And then you get to Baki, and it's like, what is this arc? After Convicts, you have Raitai, which is penis music. It is just the worst, most dog shit arc. I like that it's a tournament, and it becomes like a let's kill the foreigners plot. That's pretty interesting for like a tournament arc. But then like, I mean, that clearly was just a way so they couldn't have Baki and Yujiro fight. That's all it was. That is the only reason they did that with the arc. They wrote themselves into a corner being like, oh, Baki and Yujiro in a tournament. Well, obviously it's going to be like those two fight each other in the end. Oh shit. Baki's not ready to fight him yet. Damn. Then they have Ali Jr. and they just they made a really fun character. Ali Jr. actually reminds me a lot of Carlos. At least when he first appeared. But to be honest, I don't know, man. He was like the fun, quote-unquote, foreigner character in anime. You know how like in anime they make like people, anyone who's not Japanese, they make them really like exaggerated and animated. That's what Ali Jr. was, and I liked that. He was really fun. Then they just ruined his character by making him like, you know, like a fun, eccentric person into just being like a fucking creep and weirdo. And he just ruined him. It's like, why? Why did you do this? Why'd you have to give him this weird plot where it's like, hey, Kozue, I know that you're like dating Baki, but why don't you marry me? Like, for what need was there? What need actually was there to have that be a plotline? It is the stupidest shit I have ever read. Newsflash: anime writing is really bad. Really bad. Maybe not all the time, but like 99% of the time, anime is written like absolute fucking dog shit. Also, it's crazy. It's crazy to me that Carlos has 3 supers in the game. He has one against the Robes, one normal attacking one, and also cross counter. Like, why does Bro have so much shit? He's also the only character other than the Joes to have an alternate costume, which is really shocking to me. I think I said before, did I keep it in the video or not? Like how Gondo should have had an alternate outfit with like his hat and his blazer on. We haven't had Pinan. Have we had Pinan? We've had Usman. Have we had Pinan? I'm so lost, man. Did I just skip over the fight? Maybe. No, what is this? 3-second knockout? Jose's pretty scary because he has like final boss AI. Like he gets up super quick, he's super defensive, he's like smart with his punches. Unless you can do this to him and just kill him instantly. Then he doesn't have final boss AI, he's just moron. Joe, you remember this? Should have learned to dodge, moron. I like how they softly catch themselves when they fall. Like, oh, land on my elbows, land on my forearms. Oh, have I won already? Brilliant. Easy Aoyama, 35 minutes, 36 more out. Hey, what's your pose, Aoyama? I'm curious. Oh, he's got his hair out. It's just Joe's hair. That is how it is in the story. But that's really cool. That's actually really fun. Oh.